Hello everyone and welcome to the 2021 commencement ceremony at Rochester University. This is a very different kind of commencement ceremony and it's been a very different kind of year. And the first thing that I want to do is congratulate you. The accomplishment of completing a college degree is a remarkable thing for anyone to do. And as you have completed that degree, you enter into the realm of a very small group of people. Even in the United States, a very well-educated country, a small group of people who have completed their bachelor's degree. The fact that you have done that while facing the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic is an even more remarkable achievement. So again, I want to congratulate you for this achievement. I want to congratulate your families, your friends. I know so many of you have relied heavily, as we all do, on the support of loved ones to get through this year, and you've done a remarkable job. We hope that you are able to take the time in the midst of all the craziness around us with the pandemic to enjoy and celebrate your accomplishment, and we hope that our ceremony today will help you to do that as well. You know, I think we are living in an age of anxiety. It's sort of interesting because we're not the only ones to think that we live in an age of anxiety. That's been a pretty common sort of way of thinking about the world for a long time. Social commentators between World War I and World War II described that period of time as the age of anxiety. Right after World War II, the great poet W.H. Auden wrote a long poem called The Age of Anxiety. That poem was so noteworthy and so important that the great composer Leonard Bernstein wrote a symphony based on that poem, also called The Age of Anxiety. This is in the late 1940s. But I think even though every age has its own kinds of anxiety, it may be that the sort of stresses and anxiety that we all deal with and that you have dealt with over the course of completing your college education, maybe those are worse and more challenging now than they've been in at least a very long time. When I think about anxiety and stress, I think about the research and the work of the great biologist Robert Sapolsky. Sapolsky's done all kinds of work, particularly with animal models of stress and anxiety. He's fond of saying zebras don't get ulcers. The reason that happens, according to Sapolsky's research, is that zebras have the same kind of physiological response to stress and anxiety that we do, but for them it comes and goes really, really quickly. If they're out there grazing on the savannah and a lion attacks, as Sapolsky says, it's 3 minutes of screaming terror, and it's either over or it's over, one way or another for them. And so the stress and anxiety comes, it's sudden, it's short-lived, and then they move on. For us, it's more chronic. For us, the distress that we have is not because a lion is about to eat us, but because we're worried about an uncertain future. We're worried about our inadequacies. We're worried that we're not going to be up to the challenges of the future. What we hope is that at Rochester University, you have had the opportunity to develop some of the tools that you need to deal with those kinds of stresses, to help make the future seem a little bit more secure, to help it feel a little bit more safe because you're up to the challenges of it. The fact that you have overcome the immediate challenge of completing your college degree is an indicator that you've got what it takes to meet some of the other challenges that are out there in front of you. You've already coped with some remarkable things and you've already overcome some immense challenges. And although there are more out there that are waiting for you, there are more out there in front of you, you've proven that you have got some of the tools that you need to be able to overcome those things. It's really important because one of the things that we've learned is that stress can kill you. Stress suppresses your immune system. Stress makes all kinds of medical problems worse. Sometimes it seems to trigger a lot of medical distresses. And stress doesn't just break you down physically, but it breaks you down psychologically. It breaks you down emotionally. It can break you down spiritually as well. And in this age of anxiety, being able to overcome that is really, really important. So what we've been devoted to in the time that you've been at Rochester University is to help you develop some of the important pieces that you need to be able to be stress resistant and stress resilient. People who are resilient in the face of stress are people who have a good sense of their own identity. They know who they are. They know what their purpose and meaning in life is. One of the things that we talk about a lot at Rochester U is that, we want you to have a great job and a great career after you leave here, but we also want you to have something more than that. Not just a good job where you make a lot of money, not just a career where you find satisfaction, but a true sense of calling and vocation and purpose in your life. We've worked hard to help you understand that and to help you grasp that at Rochester University. And although it's an ongoing process and there's a lot of changes that are still out there in front of you, we hope that you find a true sense of meaning and purpose and calling in your work life. And we believe in doing that and finding that fulfillment. You're going to be a person that's more resistant to the challenges that are out there, whether they're anxiety and stress or whether there are all sorts of other things as well. One of the things that makes the future seem uncertain to a lot of people is that the world is changing so rapidly. Occupations exist now that didn't even exist, maybe even 5 or 10 years ago. And many of you got an education preparing for a job that might not even exist yet. And in order to be able to be ready for those kinds of changes that are out there, what you've got to be able to do is adapt. What you've got to be able to do is learn how to develop new skills, to learn how to pursue truth that's out there and resources and information that's available in all sorts of ways. The difference between education and indoctrination is an educated person is equipped to learn those kinds of things. An educated person is equipped to adapt and change as the environment changes. And we've worked hard at Rochester University to educate you, not indoctrinate you, so that you're ready for those challenges. And I know that many of you are going to go out there and make a huge difference in the world as you cope with all the changes and adapt to all those things that are around us every day, as you already have. The most important thing that we hope you found at Rochester University is something that's even more significant about the future. For all of us, the immediate future has uncertainties. But for people who have a relationship with Jesus, the ultimate future is secure. The ultimate future is safe. And our fondest hope for you as you walk across the stage, our fondest wish for you as you complete your education, is that you develop a relationship with Jesus Christ. In the Gospels, Jesus says, in this world, you're going to have trouble. I have overcome the world. And you can be a world overcomer, not just someone who's resistant to stress and resilient, but someone who has a sense of certainty about what the ultimate future holds and a sense of purpose and direction as you pursue that ultimate future. That's our fondest wish for you. That's our hope for you. That's our prayer for you. And as you leave Rochester University, we hope that you'll continue to stay in touch with us. We hope that you'll continue to keep us informed about what you're accomplishing. And we hope that if we can continue to help you and support you as you walk into your vocation, as you seek your dreams and your hopes, as you find fulfillment in your life, and as you develop your relationship with Jesus, Rochester University wants to be your alma mater, wants to be the place that's there to support you as we congratulate you and wish you all the best today. May God bless you.